Roblox, how come you haven't deleted yourself yet? Genuinely. Because this is something I've been wanting to talk about on my channel a little bit, but I never really touched up on. But why is it that Roblox is covering up for predators? And I'm going to bring up old topics in this video, of course. I'm going to bring back stuff that's old. But, like, in a few ruined sim, and in a few genuine encounters, or not from me at least, but genuine victim reports, Roblox is covering up usernames of predators on their platform. So, like, per se, you got groomed by someone on Roblox. Moderators can go back, and they have done this before. They go back and they delete previous inappropriate usernames, and they delete the avatar items that were inappropriate, and don't ban the people, and instead it's like they're blaming the children for it. Like, oh wow, yeah, and we're also gonna, like, let me chat with minors, Roblox. Let me chat with minors. That's all there is to it, really. Like, let minors talk to minors. Like, let me talk to 9-year-olds. And I know that sounds wrong, but in all reality, why are they trying to stop minors from talking and instead just cover up for the predators? Why are they doing all this when they could just make an effort to ban the predators? They're having traumatized AI so much that AI is gonna kill us as soon as it gets one or a few whole bodies that have the capability to harm us, which they already do, but, like, that's a different thing. But genuinely, like, there's not much that Roblox has been doing in the previous years, and the years to come too. Like, all that they've been doing is covering up their own tracks. Like, so we know that we have a predator problem on our platform, but fuck you, and we're gonna cover this up so that no one knows about this, and we're gonna turn it into the Epstein files. No one knows about it. It's obscured, and unless you're doing deepest research, well, this is before they were released, but unless you're doing deeper research, can't access them. And it just makes me wonder, why are y'all protecting predators rather than protecting the minors? Like, I get that one of their moderators, or actually, like, one of their, like, actual employees, one of the real ones, if that makes sense at all, one of the old dudes turned out to be a predator, and he was at RDC, like, touching kids' backs and all that. And I'm not trying to evade any censorship. I just think it's creepy how close his hands were to those kids' back, and so I'm not really afraid of censorship all that much. Which is why I'll also say, why hasn't Roblox just shot itself? Like, Gilded, they didn't make Gilded. They bought that shit out, and they crashed the stock markets of Gilded, and Gilded is now shut down because they didn't do good enough with it. They snapped their baby's neck and just said, well, live with it. We're gonna, like, kind of silently get rid of this and shoo it off, and, like, only one YouTuber is gonna talk about it, and then, like, maybe a few kids in the comment section, like a few thousand, and then the drama will all be over. And to be quite fair, they're right. We're passing up drama way too quickly. Like, imagine if all of this shit happened in, like, 2018. Like, exposing, like, getting predator rings exposed. Like, and this is what it is, honestly. Roblox earns money off of this, and so they're gonna keep doing it. They tax half of what you earn off of clothing, and so whenever they've got 5 Robux, like millions of 5 Robux worth, like, mommy milker t-shirts out there on their platform, they're gonna have buyers. And that's why they're covering it up. They're earning money, and the more they delete it after they've earned revenue, the more revenue they earn, and not to mention they get popular off of drama anyway. It gives them like their 15 minutes of fame, and at this point they've had like 16 hours of fame if we're going by 15 minutes, because there's just been so much happening, and they're trying to cover it up. And like, oh yeah, we can afford a bunch of moderators, and we can afford a bunch of AI generative tools that are going to cause a massive ban wave and ban a bunch of people that aren't even guilty. And we're also going to falsify children's reports on predators so that we can earn money, and we're also going to blame the children for it. And although we can afford to buy out sign apps and all that, and we could buy out sign apps like 15 more times, we're still not going to use that money on getting more moderators and paying those moderators fair wages, because, well, we have to cover up predators in the epidemic so that we can earn stock market investations. And they're doing it for the money from the clothes, and also because it's giving them their stock. If those same mommy milker shirts, and we're just gonna say mommy milker as in it just has that written across, because, well, that's a funnier visual just to have mommy milker written across your stomach. But per se they have like a bunch of those selling for 100. They'd get banned way easier, because like, if you go from highest to lowest, then you're gonna see more stuff. But if you go from lowest to highest, you're gonna see it. But most people don't do that. They don't really use filters anymore. So it's in hopes of not getting it banned, really. Not to mention, I think they're just kind of like, what's the word? I guess compensating for what they lack, like good moderation. And they're compensating for that by adding like Roblox Plus and replacing Premium, which previously replaced the well-known Builders Club, which not even I have experienced, so I'm not even gonna lie about that shit. But it's just sad, because this platform that everyone once knew as like safe haven, I got banned from playing it for a little while by my own parents, because they were scared that I was about to get groomed at a young age, and in which they were kind of right, in which not even kind of, they were right. That is what can happen. And I mean, parents aren't concerned enough about this stuff, but the parents shouldn't be concerned. They should be banning the predators, rather than falsifying reports and just not doing anything about the predators in the long run. Why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they doing that? We could have so much better right now if Roblox would just, get rid of all the predators. Get rid of the predators, bro.